Hey finders, and welcome back to Fortune Finds, and welcome to another Fast Fix Friday video where I give you guys one beauty tip in 5 minutes or less. I have been asked to teach you guys how to apply cream or liquid eyeshadow. I personally think that cream or liquid eyeshadow is easier to apply than even your typical powder shadow. It can be a little bit more laid back, you can make it more glam, or you can make it more effortless. You know, it's very versatile and it just takes a little bit of practice, just like anything else. Before we go ahead and hop into it, make sure that you subscribe and ring the bell. I would love it if you become a part of my little Fortune Finds family. Help me get to my goal of 2021 by reaching 2,000 subscribers this year. That would be so exciting. However, no matter how many I have, I really sincerely love and appreciate each and every one of you. So with that being said, we don't have a lot of time to get into it. So let's go ahead and hop into it. You're gonna need 3 brushes. I'm gonna use a fluffy brush, a pencil brush, and then I'm also gonna be using this flat brush, but feel free to use an angled brush. We're gonna be using this to create this eyeshadow wing. Outer portion of our eye we want to be the darkest. That's gonna lift the eyes, elongate them. We want a little bit of shimmer in the inner corner to brighten them, make our eyes look bigger, and then we just want a nice transition shade. Now, if you are someone that has really oily lids and you're like terrified of liquid products on your eyelids, you're afraid they're gonna move, the products that I use today do not move at all. They do stay pretty put. However, if you have cream or liquid shadows that you've already tried that do budge, I would recommend going in with an eyeshadow primer. So I would use the MAC Painterly Paint Pot, set that with a translucent setting powder like a Mercier, and then go in with this eyeshadow routine. So first I went in with my transition shade and I really focused that on the center of my mobile lid. And then I took a fluffy brush and I kind of just dispersed that all throughout my lid as well as into my crease. A good rule of thumb with any kind of liquid eyeshadow is to blend it out as soon as you lay it down. So this particular liquid shadow doesn't really dry down too fast, but I just think it's a good rule of thumb to always go in as quick as possible. And you can go ahead and do this step using the warmth of your finger to help blend it out, but I prefer a brush. Maybe it's the makeup artist in me, but I always prefer to use a brush rather than my fingers. Now I am gonna pull this up in the outer portion of my eye to just help give that feline effect. I like the outer portion of my eye to always come to a point. Now I did realize that I brought that feline section of my eye a little bit too low in that outer third, so I did grab a makeup remover wipe and I just helped to cut off the portion of that shadow that was pulling my eye down and drooping. Now you're gonna wanna grab your darker eyeshadow, put that directly on my lid from the doe foot applicator, and I kind of focus that on the center of my lid, really close to my lashes, and then I grabbed my pencil brush and I just use that pencil brush to go back and forth to really disperse that eyeshadow across my lid, kind of like I would an eyeliner, but I'm not being too precise about it, and I am stopping before I get to the inner portion of my eye because I don't wanna close off the eye. I wanted the inner portion of my eye to be light and bright. Then once I had that shadow down, I grabbed that flat brush and I just picked up some of that e.l.f. product and I started to just draw a wing on with my eye open. I did go ahead and take whatever was left on the brush and I just perfected not the inner corner, but the section right before it, just so that that wing went from thinnest to thickest, from the inner portion of my eye to the outer portion of my eye. Then I went ahead and I grabbed my Mercier Caviar stick in the shade Rose Gold and I just used that on the inner portion of my eye and I kind of put that on in a diagonal from my inner corner. And then you can go ahead again and blend this in with your finger, but I just grabbed my blending brush and just blended that in all together. And I did take whatever was left on that blending brush and put it underneath my brow bone just to give a little subtle pop of light underneath my brow bone to make my eyes look more awake and a little bit larger. Then I went ahead and I threw on some mascara before going ahead and doing the rest of my face. Then I came back and I kind of realized that I wanted a little pop of blue liner in my waterline. I just thought that would really pull everything together. And then I went ahead and threw on some mascara on my lower lashes. And that's pretty much it, guys. This literally took me less than 5 minutes to do both eyes. This was quick, this was easy. I would not recommend the e.l.f. liquid eyeshadow. It just goes on really patchy. And it does have flecks of glitter in it that ended up going all over my face. So I did have to clean up my face before going in with the rest of my makeup. So I would recommend the other 2 used, but I would not recommend e.l.f. So don't go spend your money on it. And don't blame me if you do, because I'm warning you now, it's not worth it. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave it a big thumbs up down below. Leave me some love in the comments. Let me know, do you want to see more cream eyeshadow videos? If you have a makeup issue that you would like me to solve for you, let me know down below in the comment section. I hope that this was helpful and I will see you in my next one. Bye, finders. Mwah.